6 things to consider when you're creating that great hero image. All right, so these are more tactical things. First thing is have intentional focus. Whether you have to decide whether you're going to make the focus of a hero image on people, like a human being, or a product. Where you focus people, that's where they will go. And so you need to make sure that your hero image is communicating the things you want to communicate with your customer and what you want them to do. And so, is that you or is that them? Are you putting the focus on you as the company, your product, or are you putting the focus on them and the result that they can get? It depends on the type of product you sell. It depends on the business that you have. You also have to ask yourself the question, what emotion does your hero image give, right? Is it peace? Is it loving? Is it excitement? And these all go into the focus of your hero image. The second thing is use color, right? We talked about how it needs to be catchy. Make sure you use color to grab attention, and not just any color. Make sure you're using colors that go along with your brand. Make sure you're using colors that don't reject, that are not distasteful to your customers. And so make sure that you're following your customer avatar, which we can link to, and understanding who they are, and then appropriately using color inside of that. The third thing is make a bold statement. And so we talked about clarity. This is how you execute. One way you execute clarity is making a bold statement. So if that's a sale, make sure that sale is obvious. If it's a product statement or a brand statement or a result statement, make sure that statement is clear, bold, and obvious. And because you only have 5 seconds, make sure that it's intriguing enough to make someone stay, because you want to hook them so they continue, that they click or they continue to scroll. Fourth thing is, if it's a sale, make sure you give relevant details in the subtext. So things like a discount code. There's so many times where I look at a sale that may not be converting well, and it turns out the hero image doesn't have the relevant details for the sale. So it says 25% off Black Friday, whatever, and it doesn't direct customers. You may think, well, it automatically comes off, or they'll figure it out. The customers will drop if there's any sense of being unclear or not knowing where they're going. And so you really want to be extremely clear. So you could say offer taken off, discount taken off in cart, or use code blah blah blah. You want to make sure that those details are inside of that hero image in subtext, so that somebody understands that they're in the right place, and that they can take full advantage of what you're offering. The next thing is always have a CTA, right? So we mentioned it before, but make sure when you're executing that CTA, make sure that the button, it's an actual image, it's a button, it's a thing that they can click, even if it's an image in an image. Make sure that it's something that they're used to clicking, and always link your heroes to something, whether it's a page, whether it's a product, whether it's a collection page. Make sure that when you're telling them to do something, you give them that next action to do it, and make sure that you have that all set up. The last thing is make sure that you have at least a mobile and a desktop version. We talked about in the 7 qualities of a good hero image, it needing to be adaptive to every screen size. And so unless you have a more intricate type of website where it will adapt in a different way, most people will need a desktop version and a mobile version, or some other way to make sure that on mobile, the same things can be communicated just as effectively through that hero image. And so those are 6 things to consider when you're constructing a great hero image. If you need help transforming your e-commerce business into something that performs at an even better rate and is healthier, then that's what we do. So contact us.